Hello everyone, my name is Christopher Liam Rose. I'm an author, mentor, life coach, motivational speaker, evangelist, musician, and activist. In this podcast and audio, we're going to be sharing a message for the Spiritually Helping Other People podcast. I've been sharing this podcast to inspire humanity to go through spiritual change, to learn about Jesus Christ, Jehovah, and Buddha, to learn about the no self and selflessness, and to learn how to help other people give back and make a difference. Now, this is going to be a very special episode, a very special podcast that I want to share today. Something I've been wanting to share for a long time, but now is the time to share it and get the message out there. So, in this message, we're going to be talking about the 12 laws of karma. So, karma is something in the Buddhist, Hindu, Sikh traditions of religion. And karma is about how you live your life are based on your actions. So your actions create your karma. If you have spiritual actions or good actions, that produces good karma. If you have negative experiences and negative karma, that produces negative karma or bad karma. So your actions are based on your karma. So whatever actions you do in life, that will be the karma of your life, and life will move forward into the future based on your karma. So it's important to take the right actions, the positive actions, and if you do take bad actions sometimes, it's good to correct it and try and find a way to resolve it. So these 12 laws of karma are all important for karma, and we're going to go through them. So, number one, the great law, the law of cause and effect. So, cause and effect is basically when you start something in life. So, it could be, for example, if you wanted to go to a university to study a degree, that will be the cause, and then the effect will be you have to study the lessons and go to the college and go to the university and study the lessons. So cause and effect is a very important thing, and it's basically about whatever we put into the universe, it comes back to us. So if we're showing love, compassion, kindness, care, generosity, helping other people, helping humanity, helping the animals, helping the universe, then that will come back to us. So nothing in life can, reverse this law. Cause and effect is always happening in life, whether we think about it or not. We're always living in cause and effect. Our daily actions are the causes, and then we see the effects of those decisions and choices we have made. So life is always moving to the future. That's just how life works. So your causes and effects is very important law. So it's very important to do good actions and positive actions, and try your best to not do bad actions, and focus on what you can do for others, how you can help other people, how you can help humanity, and how you can help the animals. The second law, the law of creation. What's the meaning of it? Life doesn't just happen to you. It requires our participation. So with the law of creation, it's basically understanding that we are the co-creators of our reality, and we are the people that can create the reality that we want. Jehovah, Jesus Christ, and Buddha has given us the opportunity to live life. So how we live our life matters, and what we do in our day-to-day life matters. So the law of creation is about creating the life that you want to live, being truthful, being faithful, being spiritual, and living the life that you truly live. And remember, everything in life is basically based on creation. Life can't happen without creation. So your body's been created, your mind's been created, your soul's been created, your thoughts have been created, your feelings have been created, how you live your life has been created. So if we make the right actions towards creation and do the right things in creation, then we'll be living a life where we truly are creating what we desire, dream of, and want. So the third law, the law of humility. So the meaning of it, you must accept that you must accept what is before you. You cannot change it. So the law of humility is basically, in life we can't change our past. So no matter what we've done in the past, our actions, our mistakes, or the things that we've been through as a human being. We can't change the past. So we have to live in humility. We have to make sure we don't blame other people for what we've been through. We focus on what we can do moving forward and how we can take good positive actions towards the future of what we want to create. So the law of humility is basically saying focus your life on helping other people, giving back, making a difference. Focus your life on the contributions you make and be in humility. Even if you've made wrong mistakes, done wrong things within your life, you can still live your life where you are able to find humility and basically live your life where you're free from your past and you're free from your suffering. So it's very important to live in humility. Law number 4, the law of growth. The meaning, real change comes from within. So in the law of growth, the real change comes from within. So when we grow as human beings, obviously we're a baby, then we're a toddler, then we're a teenager, then we're an adult, and then we live our lives. But everything in life is growing, everything in life is changing. So it's important to learn with growth. You're meant to be growing as a human being. You're meant to be becoming who you want to be and achieving the things that you want to achieve and accomplish. And focus on how you're growing. Focus on what you're learning. Focus on how you're developing. And focus on, what life is teaching you, what it's showing you. And with growth, then you learn more about yourself and understand yourself more. So it's very important. Law 5. The law of responsibility, the meaning, we must take responsibility for our lives. So in our lives, we must take responsibility for it. Your mum and dad are not responsible for your own personal life. You're responsible for your own life. Obviously, your parents have created you, but in life, you're responsible for how you live your life, how you behave, how you treat other people, how you live your life, what you do in your life. The certain jobs you do, the work you do, the careers you do, the businesses you do, the volunteering you do, the faith and spiritual opportunities you do. You are responsible for it. If you do have responsibilities like children or husband or wife or spouse or a partner, then you're responsible also for the way you treat them and the way you live with them, right? So always take responsibility for your life, and especially when you're helping other people, you're responsible for the people you support. You have to make sure they're getting the right care and support and treatment. So you are responsible. So take ownership and be responsible for your life. So law number 6, the law of connection. The meaning, everything in the universe is connected. So in life, everything is connected. The people that you meet in your life are the connections of your life. Your friends, your family, your partner, your children, your house, your car, your money, your friends, your relationships, your work colleagues, they're all part of connection. So in life, we're all been brought into a family. We don't get to choose what family we're born into. We don't get to choose, some of the life experiences we go through. But in the law of karma and in the 12 laws of karma, it's important to realize that we must live our lives where we honor our connections and build our connections. And by building our connections, we have more spiritual actions and more good actions because we're trying to connect with the things that are most important to us. So connection is very important. The law 7, the law of focus. You cannot think of two things at once. So with the law of focus, you can't think of two things at once. If you're sad, then you'll be sad. If you're happy, then you'll be happy. If you're joyful, then you'll be joyful. If you're miserable, then you'll be miserable. So you can't think of two things at once. Life is always, moving into the future. So with karma, how you take your actions day to day and how you focus on your actions will be very important. In life, you have to make a choice and you have to make a decision of how you want your life to be. So the focus on a path that's right for you, something that you're very passionate about, something that's important to you. And when you focus on it for a long period of time, then you'll see the fruits of it, then you'll see the rewards of it, and then you'll see how it's helped you to choose that decision. But with the law of karma, each action has to be focused on a specific thing, only one specific thing, because we can't do two things at once. If we're at work, we can't be with our family, so you can't do two things at once. So focus on what you can control, don't focus on what you can't control, and take the right actions within daily life. So law number 8, the law of giving and hospitality, the meaning. What you claim to believe must be demonstrated in your actions. This is really what the law of karma is all about. So if you're a positive person, a kind person, a caring person, then your actions will demonstrate that. You'll care for people, you'll support the animals, you'll support your family, support your loved ones. If you're a negative person or a selfish person, then your actions will reflect that. So what you give in life is what you get out of life. There's also a meaning called giving without receiving. So anything that you do in life, your actions reflect that. If you want to have a family, for example, you have to take the right actions in order to have a family. If you wanted to have children or a relationship, you need to take the right actions in order to have that. If you want to give to a charity or a foundation, you have to take the right actions to do that. So the way you give is very important, and the hospitality will show in your giving. People will respect you, people will look at you and go, this person's kind and compassionate and caring and wants to do the best for people. So make sure you take the right actions and do the right things with your giving. Law number 9, the law of here and now. The meaning, you must live in the present moment. So in life, everything happens in the present moment. Your past is already gone. There's nothing you can do about it. Your future is not predicted. You don't know what's going to happen. But the present moment is where we live now. So all your actions that you do now will reflect how your life is in the future. If you take the right actions, do the right decisions, the right choices, then that will reflect your future life. In life, each day we're taking choices and decisions of what we do, how we live our lives, how we behave, how we treat other people, how we treat ourselves. So make sure you take the right actions and make sure you focus on what you can control and not what you can't control. By letting go of the past and moving into the present moment, you then can take actions towards your future. So it's very important you focus on the spiritual actions and good actions you can take now. And if you do bad actions or wrong actions, then correct them and learn from your mistakes and keep on moving forward. So law 10. So law 10 is the law of change. So the meaning, history repeats itself until we learn the lessons we need. So the law of change is the law of life. In life, everything changes. Nothing stays the same. Even if you wanted your life to just stay the same, it will never be the same. Everything's always moving into the future. Your body's changing, your mind's changing, your heart's changing, your feelings and emotions are changing, your work's changing, your family's changing, your friends are changing. Everything's always changing. Your children are changing. So it's important to realize that life comes with change, and when we appreciate the change that we have to go through, then we can take the right actions and the right steps to focus on our change, because life hasn't been the same since we were born. As we've been born, it's been changing and evolving as we've been living our life and going through life. So everything's always changing, everything's always moving forward. So you have to appreciate the change, respect the change, and live the change in your life, and make a change to want to help other people give back and make a difference. It's very important. So change is very, very important, and we have to embrace change. Law 11, the law of patience and reward. All rewards require consistent effort. So, in the law of karma, if you are patient, the rewards will come. And how does the rewards come? When you take the right actions and the right steps. If you take the right actions and the right steps and spiritual actions, then the spiritual rewards will come through consistent effort. So the more you take action, the more you do good for others, the more you are there for people, the more you support people and help people, is the more the positive actions will come into your life, and the positive things will come into your life, and rewards come into your life. So it's important to be patient. Don't be angry, don't be bitter, don't be resentful, and focus on what you're creating and the actions that you're doing. And then the 12th law is the law of significance, and inspiration. Meaning every contribution matters. So no matter what you do in life, every contribution matters. How you live your life matters. How you treat other people matters. How you treat your family matters. How you treat your friends matters. How you treat your work colleagues matters. How you live your life matters, and every contribution matters. So no matter what you're doing in life, however you're living your life, it all matters. Everything's important. So it's important to realize that with significance and inspiration, by taking the right actions and the right steps, we can have a good karma, good prosperity, good riches, and good success, and live a meaningful, rewarding, prosperous life. And I've always said in karma, it's very important to take spiritual actions, and the spiritual actions will bring the seeds of goodness, righteousness, truth, faith, and spirituality. And then that will produce more flowers, more blessings, more inspiration, more motivation, more significance. So, with these 12 laws of karma, it's important to realize that all 12 laws are very important in life. You know, we have to follow the law of karma, follow the laws, try our best to live our life right. And even if we've done wrong in life and we've made mistakes, then confess your mistakes and try to change your ways and change your behavior and mentality. So I hope this has helped. These are the 12 laws of karma. This is a very important audio for me as well, and podcast, because I think karma has been a very significant thing in my life. I'm not saying I'm a perfect human being, but in the sense of just learning about how my life is now through karma, and learning about how my life has changed through just living life and experiencing different things. So I hope this has helped. Thank you for listening now. Take care now. Bye now. Thanks.